Oh, hi! What's up, everyone? I was just sitting here working, by the way, if you didn't see that. I had a really good idea for a new bunch of videos that I would start doing, or a new series. You know, I have so much gear in my office now, and you know, gear makes me happy, guitars make me happy, but I don't really have videos of, you know, my old guitars. Some of the guitars that I have in my collection have been very important to me, and I figured I would make a video where I basically just go into the room, pick out the guitar, and you know, do a setup and just basically make it as kick-ass as can be, and then I just play it for a little bit. Does it sound like a good idea? Of course it is. It's a great idea. So I decided to take out this guitar, and this guitar right here is the IBANEZ MTM2. And for all the people that have been following my channel for a good while, they know about this guitar. This is the guitar I used a fair bit back in the day when I started my YouTube channel. And it's the IBANEZ MTM2. So it's a Mick Thompson guitar. And I remember when I got this guitar, it was, you know, basically this look right here with the white binding and, you know, the black with white binding and the reverse headstock like this. This look right here is the perfect look, according to me, for a metal guitar. I mean, it has the classic binding, which makes it, you know, makes it classy, but it's still very metal looking. And, you know, clean fretboard, reversed headstock. You can even see here I try to kind of write out the 7 there because that was in white. And it's just like, you know, back then I was like, this is the sickest designed guitar ever. So I bought it and I used it for a bunch of demos and videos. So I'm gonna fix this guitar now, make it as awesome as I can, and then I'm gonna demo it, basically. So that's the idea for the video. So I'm gonna put it on the bench right here. So this particular guitar has been through a lot. And you know, I've been trying out and testing out pickup. I even tried a John Petrucci vinyl on this thing. I'll see if I can find a picture on it. But you know, this guitar has just been through a lot. Originally, there was a V7 pickup in the bridge, but right now there's a Dimebucker in it. And I don't remember why I switched out the pickup. I still have the V7 pickup somewhere. And I thought it sounded kick-ass, and that's what I used in the early, like, Englund Savage videos on my YouTube channel. So this bridge right here, it looks like a locking bridge, but it's not. It's actually fixated by this bolt down there. So it's fixated to the bottom there. But it still has the locking nut as well. So, you know, I think that Mick Thompson just wanted a really simple and stable setup. So he had the locking part right here. He had the fine tuners right here. And maybe he just liked how, you know, Ibanez floating tremolo feels to the palm right there. So maybe that's why he picked this bridge. Otherwise, I don't understand why you would have a bridge like this. And oh, here you can see, this is what I did back in the day when I didn't want to bother with, you know, cutting strings. This is what I did. I just put the ball end over there and, you know, I cut the strings and put them down there. So basically when you restring this guitar, it's basically like restringing a Floyd Rose guitar, except that the tuning won't go to shit immediately like on a floating trem. So I'm gonna start and change some strings on this guitar. And since it does not have a Floyd Rose, I can just take off all the strings at the same time. That doesn't matter. You know, I just like to pull off all the strings at the same time with all my guitars, because then I can clean the fretboard, you know, I can clean in between the strings, I can use a brush. I'm going to show you later. And I remember back when I released my earlier demos that I was receiving so many compliments of my rhythm tone. And, you know, a lot of people were like, hey man, what pickup were you using? And like, what is the secret to your DI sounding so good? This is more than 10 years ago when I was a part of the Andy Sneap forum. I remember saying like, dude, the sound that I have right now, it's the V7 pickup. It's absolutely amazing. I'm not sure what they did, but I had a later version of the MTM2, the white one, and the pickups were just not the same. I don't know what it was. And even though they look like they're active, they're not active. It's a passive pickup with an active cover like this. Start off by cleaning. It's been collecting a lot of dust, so I'm gonna check and see. You know, these things usually comes with shavers, and I mean, you can use these to get out some of that dust down there. You can also use an old toothbrush. It's nice when you want to get down and dirty, you know, and just get that shit out of there. Look at that. There you go. You can also use it on the fretboard just to kind of go in and out like this. And I think this fretboard needs cleaning though. Wonder if I have any lemon oil. Don't think I do. Let's pick a pair of strings here. I'm gonna take these GHS boomers. All right, let's go. Oh, something fell out. It's one of those small little pieces that holds the string. So let's put that back in. Sorry. You stay there, little buddy. If you remember back when I started my YouTube career and eventually I got endorsed by a brand called Strictly 7 Guitars. You know, when I ventured into that agreement about having a Strictly 7 signature guitar, you know, I basically had no idea how it would fare. Like, why would anyone ever want to buy a signature guitar? And when we spec'd it out, I basically spec'd it out to look somewhat similar to this type of finish right here, which is black with white binding and you know, reversed headstock. So I would most definitely say that this guitar inspired that look to that Strictly 7 Solar guitar. What the? What? Okay, so the guitar string broke. I think that the hole for this thing, maybe it's too sharp because the guitar string broke. Yeah, I see it. The edge right here is so sharp. Oh my God, okay. Oh, so maybe that's why. Yeah, that might actually have been the reason why I used the ball end over here on the actual tuner, because the string would probably break because the edges of the tuner were way too sharp. So that's actually why I did like that. Just for the sake of Ola being, you know, how old was I? Like 25? Maybe 25. I'm just gonna put enough slack so there's room for me to kind of wind up the string a little bit. I think that will be enough. How was it? Mick Thompson, he went from BC Rich to IBANEZ, and now he's with Jackson. I think that's kind of like how it all panned out. And I still think to this day, because back with IBANEZ, he had two different ones, right? He had this one, which was the MTM2, and then the MTM1. And the MTM1, it said 7 on the fretboard. Even though that guitar was like the high tier version, I still much more enjoy the look of this simple asshole right here. I kind of recall that the MTM1 was red as well, maybe? Is that just me? Anyways, just shows that he has incredible great taste, Mick Thompson. This guitar was also used a lot when I was testing Seymour Duncan pickups. I was basically shoving in and out different pickups into this for my video, where Seymour Duncan sent me a whole bunch of pickups to try out. So this has been a great testing ground for me to try out new pickups. And I'm not sure why I stuck with this dimebucker in it. Probably because I like dime, or maybe I did like a dime video and I just wanted to have it in there. But I think it was on this guitar that I discovered my love for the Seymour Duncan distortion. So I mean, this guitar has been through a lot, man. Mick Thompson, by the way, if you're watching, please, I'd like to have a coffee with you. That would be okay. All right, let's go. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, I forgot. This is one of those. You stick the cable from in an angle like this. It's IBANEZ. I forgot about that. Okay, let's see. Okay, first time in a long while that I'm gonna play a chord on this guitar, so let's do it. Okay, I need to tune. And now that I hold and play the guitar, the things that I did not like about this Ibanez guitar. I'm a big fan of the wizard neck. Just as an example, I've had so many really awesome 90s Ibanez guitars with these amazing, you know, satin or oil finished necks. And this guitar has a finished neck. And, you know, it's really sticky. And the shape is not a wizard shaped neck. I think it's way too flat compared to a wizard neck. And now that I talk about it, I remembered that the shittiest feature on this guitar was the neck. And it's just way too thin and... it's just not my type of neck at all. And but other than that... sounds good, man. If you could hold tuning. Lovely. I mean, the guitar fretboard is a little brown looking. I mean, obviously it's rosewood, it's not ebony or anything like that, but, you know, still, it's a very, very sleek design, very simple design, I must say. And I think now, this pickup, I'm not sure if I disconnected that one, to be honest, so I'm not using it at all. Well, there's sound. Anyways, also another thing, just one volume, not a tone, not anything, just one volume and a switch. That's it. Yeah, this guitar holds such a, I don't know, it's not my favorite guitar, but it holds such a sentimental value to me because it was in fact the first, or one of the first guitars that kind of put the spin on my YouTube channel. A lot of people have reached out to me and asked about this guitar and asked if I wanted to sell it or something like that. And, you know, even though I don't really have, you know, a connection with this guitar other than it being designed in a really nice way, I don't think it's a good guitar at all. It's not a guitar that I enjoy to play, but it really looked awesome in the videos. And, you know, this design aspect of, you know, the black and the binding, you know, having just one volume knob and a reversed headstock, now that's what really got me hooked on to this guitar. And then eventually I found out that the neck kind of sucked. The pickups that were in it, they sounded really awesome for, you know, for being, you know, cheap Ibanez pickups. It's a V7 and I think it was a C7 or something like that. And now there's a Dimebucker in it. The Dimebucker is very special. It doesn't work in every application. Sometimes it might be a little bit too much, but if you're going for like a dime bag route, it's really close to what Dimebag used to play. So there you go. That's the MTM2, the classic Ola Englund guitar that I had in the beginning of my channel. It's nice to get a little nostalgic about things. If you like this video series idea, let me know in the comment section. If you liked it, put a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, then subscribe maybe, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.